Hey guys, Alien Lover here. Today my video will be weird things that happened in ninth grade. Um, I have just gotten out of ninth grade. I am going into 10th this next school year, and I know it's kind of early to start talking about school and stuff considering it's the middle of summer for most people. But I got one of these suggestions from my very close friend, aka my sister, basically. Like, love her so much. Love you, Aiden. Um, so, yeah. So I thought I would do this because I didn't have any video ideas, and instead of another rant, this was a great idea. And I know when I was going into high school for the first time, um, it's like saying you go into high school more than once. Well, I'm sorry, it's kind of late when I'm filming this. I'm tired. When I was going into ninth grade, so first year of high school, the summer before, I was looking up what the hell do I do, basically, like as soon as school ended. So, sorry, there's like a hair on my lip. Um, yeah, I thought I would do this to any of those early nervous wrecks out there. Yeah, let's get started. God, I just sounded like Shane Dawson right there. The let's get started show. Oh wait, no, that's Corinne. I'm sorry, Corinne from Threadbanger. That's the let's get started, shall we? That's I'm just stealing YouTubers' intros now. so, um, yeah. So weird things that happened in ninth grade. First thing, it's not really weird. It was more weird for me. Starting a new school twice. Yeah. So I started originally at my local high school, and after about a month or so, I realized, whoa, this particular public school isn't for me. So let's go into this semi-private public school. Yeah. Um, I mean, all my friends were at my local high school, so that's why I decided to go there originally, and then I moved to the school I go to now. I'm not going to mention the name for internet safety reasons. Yeah, that was pretty weird having to introduce myself to new teachers and new people twice. And having to know my way around the school twice, classes twice. Not really a new schedule. I mean, the schedule at my high school now is pretty much the same as it was hair on my lip back at my middle school. So it's nothing really different than I was used to I mean, my first high school, it would take about like 5 minutes for me to explain the schedule that they had when I was there. It changed. Like it changes every year. I think it changed like halfway through the year, and now it's changing again. I don't know. Their schedule's like insane. Basically, you got 8 blocks, and then like each day you skip like certain blocks, except on Wednesdays you'd go to either even blocks or odd blocks. It's confusing, basically, especially when you're coming in from someone who like the only things that changed were like the last 2 blocks. Yeah. And I also went in from from my middle school, which was really small. Like I had 50 kids in my grade, and that was one of the bigger grades. Um, and then and then I went into my local high school, which I had about 250 to 300 kids at my middle school, and at the high school, that was like my grade. It was huge. At my local high school, there is about like 1,000 something kids. It's easily one of the biggest. Yeah, it's easily one of the biggest high schools in Maine. I mean, that's not saying much. There's like a few big high schools. There's Wyndham, Portland, um, God, Auburn, Lewiston. It's like four. Maybe South Portland is pretty big, so South Portland too. Yeah, that's about it. That's all the big schools. So yeah, and then in the school I am currently at and going to, it's so weird and I love it. So, basically, the school I'm going to currently is in a city that is about 45 minutes away from me. So, that's a long bus ride, especially since I can't be driven in. It takes a bit longer on the bus. Got this hair on my lip. I got it. Sorry. um, yeah, so 45 minutes to drive in and back each day. Not to mention it starts a little later, so I do get to sleep in. As where at my local high school, I had to wake up at 5. For this one, I gotta wake up at 6:15. Yay! 6 if I need to take a shower in the morning though. So, yeah, but then I get out of school at 3, so then I don't get home till about 4, because of bus and stuff. So, yeah, it's always fun. Getting home late and stuff. Yeah, no, but the school is like completely different because it's a bigger school than I went to in middle school, but it's not quite bigger. The grade I'm in is about the biggest grade that they had ever. The school's been open about 4 years. I think 4 years is when I'll be going next year. So it is a small school, like just starting out. 5 years in is when I'll be a junior, and we're moving schools completely then. Like, the whole school is, like, moving to a different location. So, where we're at right now, it's kind of in the city, like, and we're right across the street from, like, this like, pizza place, and we have 2 different campuses, and it takes 10 minutes to walk up to this one campus, Salt, and everyone hates it. Although it's pretty cool to be going to, like, a world-famous school. It's not really world-famous. The building is Salt. The Salt Institute is famous. I just look it up on Google or whatever. So yeah, it's a pretty weird school, really. And I've spent 7 minutes talking about this supposedly weird things with this school. To me, it was weird, going to 2 different high schools in 1 year. Yeah, sorry, I gotta go on my phone to check my little list of weird things. Okay. Continue on talking about my school because that's another weird thing. We don't really have a lunchroom. Like I said, it's new, so like entire city area is our lunchroom. um, so yeah, it's really weird. School is a meme school. I like to personally call it Can't say the name for privacy. Well, you know what, screw it, I'll say it anyways. I like to call it Baxter Academy. Because it's a meme school, yeah, so everyone there's like loves memes, and like there's a whole Twitter account on it, like, of just quotes, and it's the weirdest quotes. Like, one of my favorites, I believe, is, "So Amory hid my Wii in the girls' bathroom." That is legit one of the quotes. So yeah, if you want to look that up, I believe it is Baxter underscore TXT, or a little text. Yeah, abbreviations and stuff. Because I'm hip. God. Yeah, so then, yeah, covers 2 topics right there, that little Twitter. Another weird thing, my friends. So, how I made friends at Baxter. Let's see, so what happened was, when I was there, I had another friend with me from the school for about 3 days, and then decided to go back to the local high school for some reason. I believe they said it was because they weren't going to be challenged enough at Baxter, which I have my speculations about that, but I can bring it up. That's not what this is about. This is another rant video. So, yeah, so I kind of made friends because this one really, really nice person, I'm sorry for blushing a little talking about this. This one really, really nice person, was kind of like, "Oh, hey, why don't you, you seemed cool and you're new," and they were, they're so nice. And I'll get on to that later. I'm smiling like an idiot now. Yeah, so they're like, oh, why don't you come, like sit with us and stuff, blah, blah. And then, so after they left, I was left alone and didn't know anyone. I mean, I was kind of like, oh my god, to some people, because one of my friends, well, I wasn't friends with them then, one of my friends now, they cosplayed Castiel from Supernatural, and I was like, yes. So like, and then I ended up sitting. We had this thing called Baxter Skills, which is like a guided study hall, which everyone hates. No one enjoys Baxter Skills. Not a single person. It's hell. Um, so so they're doing that, and they were sitting with this group of friends who I was kind of like, I want to become their friends. They seem chill. I kind of they're like, oh my god, hey, why don't you come sit with us? Because they talked a little to me, and I sat with them. I was kind of silent. I will say I was going through some pretty rough times back then. I mean, it wasn't really until November of last year when I wasn't going through some hard times, or I should say 3 weeks in December. I should say December when I wasn't going through some hard times. Still kind of am. Not really going to talk about that now, though. Needless to say, I wasn't happy. So, yeah. So, I was kind of like off to myself. I had like my sweatshirt on, my Life is Good sweatshirt with my hood up all the time. I was like a little hermit. I ate lunch alone in like the corner. I was sad. So, it was nice getting to talk to people for a little while and stuff. Um, so that's kind of how I made friends, and I made friends with this one really weird guy named Josh. He's so weird. The kid's gonna die when he's 20. He he'll I'll still bring this up that he licked a spoon that he found in an alleyway, and like every time I'll bring this up, he's like, "Hey, I only did that twice," and like the fact that he did it once is bad enough. He's a strange child, to say the least. Then we have my friend Aiden, best friend, love you. She is probably one of the best people ever. Like, just weird like me, likes the same bands, same YouTubers, same everything. It's on point. Our friendship is like, it's it's transcended past friends, and we're like, I'm like hugging her sister and she's like, oh, I love you. I'm like, I love you too, because that is my younger sister, and like I'm making fun of like her cousin, bro. I don't know what to call him. I'm making fun of her brother. Like her parents are like my parents. It's second home. So then there's her. Then there's my friend D, who I made friends with at GSA. Um, yeah, I mean, I really became friends with Aiden though through this little school project thing we have every year. I'll talk about my school in a different video. Yeah, so then sorry, I'm thinking about another friend. I guess I'll go on about my friend Kane. E- e. So Kane was the one who was super nice stuff, and I always thought Kane was kind of attractive and cute, and yeah. Oh god, I'm sounding like an idiot. Okay, so me and Kane are dating. So yeah, there's that. Oh, they're so adorable and so nice, and like, I want. They're just so huggable and kissable and amazing, and I'm so happy right now. This is like one of the happiest moments, like happiest times of my life is with Kate. Ah, ah. Okay, I'm sorry. So then there's my friend Jane. Whew. Jane. Jane is rich. To say the least, Jane is rich. And so weird and crazy, and I love her to pieces. She's great. Like, I love all my friends to pieces. You know what? If any of my friends are watching this, I love you. You're all great. So, yeah, no, there's Jane. There's Michaela. Michaela's really cool. Lent me the amazing book is not on fire. Uh, I'm shaking my laptop. Uh, yeah, so Michaela's really nice and kind of a cinnamon roll. There's Tucker. Tucker is also a cinnamon roll. Less of a cinnamon roll, but still a cinnamon roll. There's Louis. Louis chill. Louis really good at guitar, you know. His guitar skills are on point. Yeah, he's chill. Let's see, who else? That is someone I hate. Sorry. I have other friends. I just can't think of them now, and I feel bad. Ooh, there is Irie. Irie is basically my sibling. Irie is dating my sibling. I love Irie. Irie's great. There is, Alice. Oh my god, how could I forget Alice? Alice is this, like, cute, little, adorable friend who's, like, just, like, doesn't deserve any pain, and, like, not cinnamon roll. Alice isn't a cinnamon roll. Alice is like a cinnamon roll spelled with an S. Like, still got that roll part, but like sin. I love you, Alice. Alice is great. Sorry, I started thinking about Kane again. Ah. I'm starting to think like an idiot again. Oh my god. Sorry, Kane's like always on my mind. Hope Kane doesn't see this. Hey. Yeah, I have other friends. I can't believe I'm not thinking of them. Oh my god. Oh, there's Nick. Nick is puns all the time. I hit Nick. With just no puns. No. Too many puns. Okay. Well, can't really get into the weirdness of that. GSA, or as I like to call it, gay. GSA is, if you don't know what GSA stands for, it's Gender and Sexuality Alliance. It's kind of like gay club. It's really cool, and I love it. That's really where I met a lot of my friends. It's kind of where I go to hang out. We go to the gay room, as we call it, or, you know, it's technically called Dilla with the fishbowl, but we call it the gay room because that's where gays held. So, you know, it's really weird. I mean, at some point, you know, like some other people like Riley, you guys won't know what these are. There's these people, Riley, Kaylee, and Prophet. They went, yeah, so, you know, Riley's kind of interesting. I believe we went to drama club once, and there was like this game. It was like Jeopardy almost, right? It's like so it was like, you know, you came up with a question and you had to find like an answer. So you know, or that you came up with an answer, you had to get a question, you know. And the question we chose was, "What is in my mouth?" And Riley said 18 medium-sized bees. I still remember that. 18. I don't know why, just 18 medium-sized bees. So yeah, that's how many bees Riley can fit in her mouth. That's so stupid. Okay, so one of my favorite things to come out of Baxter Academy. Asian! That may sound really racist, but it's not. Story time! So, one of my friends, not gonna name names because they hate the story, they were, okay, well, one of my friends looks like an anime character. Or more specifically, Kiyoya from, Ouran High Host Club. Ouran High, basically. I don't know the actual name, I'm blanking. But let's just go with Ouran High. Ouran High School Host Club. That's what it's called. It's Ouran High School Host Club. So, they look like Kiyoya. So we were like, oh my god, you're an anime character. Because when I first showed my other friend, you know, they're like, oh my god, why is he in an anime? So yeah, he looks just like Kiyoya. So, you know, we just kept yelling, like Kyoyen, anime character and stuff, right? So one of my friends, he walked into the gay room, and one of my friends came up, and he walked in and yelled, Asian! And everyone was so confused. Like, why did you yell Asian? And they're like, I meant to yell anime. And then, my friend who looks like the anime character was like, that wouldn't have been any better just yelling anime. So then a meme was started, Asian. So I'll probably be yelling that at some point in my videos if I decide to record them any point that's not 12 o'clock at night. God, this video is getting long. I didn't realize how many weird things there were. So then, next, memes. Memes. All, like I said, it's meme school. That's all people, like, ever do is memes. That's, like, all you'll ever hear. My advisory in the yearbook was voted the memeiest. Like, I'm not even kidding. Hold on, wait. I have my yearbook right here. We were voted the memeiest, if I can find it. Is it before or after the senior pages? Here we go. Just gonna kind of block off people's faces. How am I going to do this? I gotta like censor people's faces because I don't think they'll want to be seen in this random video. Let's just memeiest right there. That's backwards. It says Ben's advisory, the memeiest. So we were legit voted the memeiest. I mean, like, that's one of the, like, even in, like, the Wordle we have, there's, like, meme, and, like, it's crazy. We're just so memey. It's the best way to describe Baxter Academy is just meme. Next, dating. Dating was a really weird thing. Constant, like, this one girl, I swear, almost everyone in my friend group, like, not almost, a lot of people in my friend group dated her. One person is dating her. Someone is going to date her. Like, it's crazy. I dated her. It was a week. I don't count it. It was only a week. I mean, frankly, I broke up with her because she, like, in that week, she was like, oh my god, I love you. And I'm like, no. Girl, no. It's been a week. Like, not even a week. It was, like, 2 days. Like, who does that? Ugh. Hater guts. Next, gender. Really weird thing. Or acceptance, I guess, because most schools are kind of like, like I see a lot of posts, like, I don't feel welcome at my school, and I wish my school was more accepting. Literally, like, I am not kidding. Half the school, not including my grade, this was statistics from when I was in 9th grade, so last year, half the school, not including my grade, was gay. And then, like, half the freshmen were gay. Like, the school is so accepting. Like, there's so many people from Baxter at Pride, and, like, Pride, sorry, that's where I got this, just, it was great. They're so accepting. Gender is a really kind of weird thing for me, though, I guess, specifically, because I've gone through a lot of genders at Baxter. I mean, so, there was, I originally started out my days as a gender, then I was kind of like that for most of the year, then I'm like, wait guys, I think I'm gender fluid. So then I kind of went to gender fluid, and now I'm kind of like, I mean, as far as I know, I've been talking to a lot of people, I'm pretty sure I am transgender, as in, no me, female to male. I'm not entirely sure. I'm praying I'll figure it out soon, though. Another thing was kind of my name. I originally went in with the name of Bryn. Oh, God, I hate that name. Many reasons why I hate that name. And I exited with the name Alex. About halfway through the year, I changed my name to Alex. Yeah. my name now, which is something I actually put on my list. I've been thinking about it a lot, and I mean, I'm still not 100% sure, but I've been thinking I wanted to change my name to something along the lines of Dave or David or something like that. I don't know, but still Alex right now. Still he pronouns and only he pronouns, just in case if anyone didn't get that. Yeah, I'm fine with they, just no she. If you use she, I will murder you in your sleep. Yeah, so, I guess a couple weird stories. Huh. So, some weird stories. So I've mentioned this earlier in the video I mentioned a project that we do. It's called Flex Friday, and basically you have a either 1 to 4 year long project. For the freshmen, it's not like that, but whew, got complaints about that. But at the beginning of the year, we had this thing called the pentathlon, which was like Flex Friday prep, where you were given set things, not taught how to write a proposal, which is something you need to get your project approved so you can do it, and yeah, waste of time. So I was originally plopped into this. Basically, you had a group, you had a big group, and in that group, you had subgroups which focused on different parts. I was plopped into this big group with my friend who who left Baxter. And my friend, and this other guy who I'm not too fond of, not gonna get into that. A lot of anger against a lot of people. So, so then we were separated off into this thing, and then when my friend left, it was just me and him. He is a bit difficult to work with, so, for reasons. So, one of the teachers came up to me and was like, hey, I understand that this guy's a bit hard to work with, but do you want to move project? And I was like, yes. I'm not working with someone I don't know, like, most of the year. Like, I didn't know how long this thing was gonna last and stuff. So I got plopped into another group, which I noticed they were focusing on, like, this kind of short video for body image. I was like, that's really important. I need that. I'm going to that group. That's actually where I met my friend Aiden. Once again, I want to say this. I love you, Aiden. Sending positivity. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. You know what? Just sending Andy Biersack's face to Aiden. That's what I'm doing right now. That's happiness. So, yeah. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Yeah, so that's kind of where I met them and stuff. So, the background to the story. So, me and our job was to kind of walk around and take pictures of the town we're in. Like the city, right? Just artsy stuff, moody stuff, that type of stuff, right? So then we were kind of walking along and stuff, we had just talked about random shit, and it was great. And one time we passed this thing, and there's like this pirate in front of the thing, so she like took a selfie with it. I don't have any weird stories. I'm sorry, I don't got weird stories. I just got weird life experiences. I mean, the Asian was a weird story. There's the whole thing with Josh. Every story with Josh is weird. It's just an odd 9th grade, I guess. Yeah, so this is almost 30 minutes long because I don't know how to make short videos. I wasn't expecting my videos to go past 10 minutes. Like, I was expecting that to be like a long video for me. Now it's like 30 minutes long. I'm so sorry for wasting all of your time. I heard something.